this one. Your There is another type which I'm trying to explain. It is the simple line item type. This is line item type workflow type BP. Okay. Now, whenever you are learning something, you should know ideally. This is a thumb rule to learn anything in the world. And people do mistakes while learning any course or something. Is that why we are learning that? What is the outcome? What is the benefit it will give? So that only can be achieved when you have a realistic reason why you are learning that. Okay. So that is why if I directly start explaining line item type BP, then usually you will not get it easily. So it's better to understand with the scenario. Now the scenario is that there must be a request form with the same workflow cycle. Okay, not an issue. Okay, there must be some workflow type where you can basically request anything. So let's say I'm Arman, I'm requesting my stationery. I need pen, I need diary, I need calendar in my desk. But yes, the other guy, he can request anything else. So he can request, I think, so let me make it 4. He can request mouse pad. Okay. Somebody can request marker. So you're getting a point, voice, right? I think. Are you with me? Anyone can confirm?
Hi, I mean,
Yes, yes.
yes. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so I'm just trying to explain the scenario first. Okay, then I will show how we will configure that. Okay, thanks for confirming. So somebody will request. So let's say this is 4, this is 5. I may need this very common example. Whoever is working in office. Okay, marker. Okay, so this is all I can request. I can request for 2 pen, 1 diary, mouse pad, 1 marker, 3 different colors. Okay, calendar 1. So this all what is. So I'll request. There is a status also approved, reject, and everything the same way. So in the BP business process workflow, there must be a type of workflow where I can basically raise a request with a line item which whatever type I can add that. Okay, so this is the values which I have created, but I will delete this because uh, this I will add in the record. Okay, so you got this point, like how line item type, what is the meaning of the line item type BP. Okay, now I'm going to create how to create this. And just to let you know that I'm going to use a lot of shortcuts which I'll explain. That means it will save a lot of time. Okay, so let's say there's this detail I have already in the laptop information form. What I will create it, again. So there are a lot of shortcuts in Unifier also which can save you a lot of time. Okay, so workflow also I do have ready with laptop form, so I will copy from there itself. Okay, so this time I'm going to create, sorry, I'm going to create very less fields. Okay, and I will try to make a lot of shortcuts. Okay, so let me log into okay, now how to create line type of BP. If you remember in the U designer, okay, what I did before that, sorry, my mistake. So these details I have used, and I have already been there. I need to check description. Definitely description is there. Quantity requested I will create, and status is already there, and remarks also I will create. Let me create these 2 fields. Okay, let me create these 2 fields, remarks and quantity request, because I think I don't have this created. Now since quantity is a number type, Okay, that means it will be always number, no text or something. It will be a number type data. Okay, so how to create that? So as I told, that data structure setup is the field where I'm going to create basically the fields. Okay, so if it is a standard number type, no need to go to basic and create that data definition and basic. Directly go to the element, create here, and you can select, I think, decimal amount. So this is something which is something which we have to remember. The integer can be configured in decimal amount field. Okay, so I will put 0 decimal places. So I will put some name, AR quantity requested. Okay, I will put quantity requested.
Sorry, I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Tell me, please.
just a quick one. I just want to ask, how do you know when you just have to go to data elements? How do you know that the information is already there? Where do you check? Because in
Okay,
this
no.
case, you
So
said,
yes,
mm-hmm.
yes. So you have to remember. You have to let me write it somewhere. Okay, you have to remember, which I also remembered a lot of things. Like in unifier, you need to remember a lot of things. You have to mug ups. Like there are some functionality where you need not to go to the data source directly. You need to go to data elements. First one is the date picker. Whenever there is a date you need, no need to go for data source. Directly go to what you call directly go to the element. Now the second thing is integer, or we can say decimal amount. Okay, so it is pretty much so unifier has given a privilege to save your time, that these two fields you will get automatically in this thing. So you have to remember, means it is a something which you need to mug up. Okay, that decimal is a standard. Okay, you can also see the date picker. Date picker is also a standard, so you have to remember it. Okay, date picker and decimal amount quantity, this all you have to select through data element. So I think in my understanding, data picker, and this is only the two field where you have to go to the data element directly. Okay, so this is you have to mug up. You're getting, Pinda? You have to
Yes,
remember.
yes, thanks.
Okay,
All
now
right.
I'm clicking. Okay, so directly I've created this field. Okay, now the remarks. Now again, now coming to your question again. Now remarks is a text type. So definitely this is not coming under these two types. Okay, so text type, I need to remember that for any text type, I have to go to the basic and I have to go to the then data. So let me create a remarks. Remarks. Let me create a string. I will click OK. Now I'll go to the data elements since it was a text. Okay, so I'm going to create AR underscore remarks. Okay, so here I think directly I created remarks. So it should be remarks field. Okay, so I will do remarks. Okay, I will click OK. So two field I have created these two fields. Rest of the field it is standard available. Okay. Now what I'm going to do that this BP creation is exactly like we created a simple BP, like laptop request form. But still, I'm going to create it. But this time, I'm going to use lot of shortcuts to save the time. Okay, so this through this BP, I'm going to explain that if you are good in, I mean, slowly if you practice it, and after some time you will get a confidence that yes, I can do a lot of shortcuts and I can configure any BP within 15 minutes only or 20 minutes itself. Okay, so let me do that. Now my data structure is set up. I'm not creating the rest of the field because I'm going to use the some shortcuts and using the same BP again. I will go to the U designer. I will go to the business process. Now here from new, I will select this time line item. Now why line item? I'm again repeating because I'm
Hira,
going to create. Yep. So I'm going to repeat a. I'm going to create a BP where the user can enter anything. He should have a list of items, whether he can request 2 stationery item, 3 stationery item. So it should be having some dynamic field where he can put all the values. So I'm going to create it line item, and it is very simple. It is, there is no change. Only two more tabs will be activated. Okay. So I'm going to put some name. I will put UX 088. Let me do that. I will put stationery requisition. Okay. Now here, this is something which you need to collect this general. Okay. And you have to make, as I, again, it's a workflow type because I need the approval, because in my assignment, I have this approval cycle. Okay. So I'm going to create it. Okay. Now it is created here. Now you can see that stationery item is created here. It is not there. It is jumping in the second page. So I, guys, if you are not able to find your BP, you can just simply go to the second page because of the large number, or simply you make it display 200 items. Then you will have everything in a single page. So stationery items requisition form. So this is the stationery requisition form. I will click open. Now the moment you will click that, the left side you will get all the information. But here you will get a additional two fields: detail form, which is nothing but line item, and item log. So what is this actually? Detail form is nothing but this line item. Okay, that means this is basically main form. In unified terminology, you used to tell upper form. This is upper form, and this is detail form. So I will write it here for better understanding. Upper form, and I will make it name as detail form. So what is the difference between detail form and upper form? The upper form is the basic detail, basic form which we created, and the detail form is something where I am going to add the different line items. Okay. So upper form, you can see that. Okay. Now here, upper form, what I'm going to do that, what was the standard way? I was creating this from manual, and I was putting everything here. Okay. Now here, I'm going to use a shortcut. I'm going to create copy from. So just go to this, click arrow. This time I will not click to the manual. I'll click for the copy from. Then you will see all the BPs being lying here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do that, I'm going to save my time, and I'm going to pull my AR. So it is going to a directory of all BP, even your BP, your name BP also, you can see that. Okay. So this time I'm using AR laptop request form, because I know that this upper form will help me, because all the effort is being already being done there. I will simply select and I will click copy. So it is trying to copy from there. So you can see the status and everything is being coming here. Okay. So I am going to create as AR stationery request form. Okay. I'm going to click OK. Okay. Now I will go and I will check if the basic form is being there or not. Very good. You can see half of my effort is already there. Okay. But here, since this is not a laptop inquiry form, I need to delete this. So there is a two way. Either you select this cell and you can do one by one, just delete button. But I will better, what I will do, since the entire form I have been divided into two blocks. One block was a general, another was a general. So I will directly, so there is, as I told, I will use lot of shortcuts here. So this time I will directly delete this block. So it will delete everything. So how to manage your blocks? You need to go to the blocks here, the laptop, click it, then you will see two blocks are there. So I will select this laptop blocks and I will remove this. Yes, yes. You can see everything is being removed. Now I'm designing now. I'm designing the upper form now. So my upper form is being ready in 2 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to save this now. Okay. The second thing what you need to do, you need to select the reference again, and you need to verify whether the reference is being working fine or not, because as I already explained, this is nothing but it is taking a reference of your master employee detail, okay, to avoid double entry. So I am going to check the reference. So there is no reference at all here. So reference you cannot copy, you need to recreate again. So let me create it again. I will create new. I will select stationery. I will select stationery creation form. I will click OK. So I'll put AR stationery request form. I will select this data element which I need to pick. So I need to select this ARBP picker. Why I'm again repeating this ARBP picker? Because BP picker is the BP through which employee details will be auto populated. I will select this. Okay, source element. I will use employee ID. And this thing, by the way, we have already defined in the previous video. You can refer that. I will click OK. Okay. Now I will go back to the upper form and I will check whether these details is being perfectly defined or not. I need to go to the properties. Now I can see everything is being defined. For verifying, what I will do, I will just see, because auto populate functionality also I have used for auto populating the values. So I will select the auto populate. I can see everything is being set now. Okay. Sorry, I need to save it. Now what I will do, I will go and check the errors now. So you can see these are the errors which I need to fix it. Okay. So what I will do, I will make first screenshot of this for better understanding, and I will try to close one by one. Okay. Let me see first error. Status list is empty. Okay. That means it is asking the detail form, it is not being defined perfectly. What I will do now, I will select it. So this, it is already being by default it is being created. So this I will click this, I will click open. Now here, what is detail form? I'm again defining, this is the detail form. So I will create all this field. So since this is a stationary detail, what I will do, I will put is a stationary details. Okay. Now here, what field I need to put? I need to put description. I will go to the custom. I will search description if it is there. Yes, it is there. I will select this. Okay, and I think description is short description. Sorry. So it is a wrong one. If you'll see this error, short description they are asking. So let me check if there is any short description is that or not. I will select this. I will select short. So I think short description is there. Okay, I will select this. So you have to follow sometimes the error, what it is telling. Okay. Now I will save this. Now the second thing what I need to do, quantity requested. I will select and I will requested. Let me check quantity requested. Okay. So I will select this. Now next what I need to put status. And you can see this, there is a Okay, one more error is there. I will put status. Sorry. So this time I need to select line item status. Okay, so there are a lot of status, you will see that, but you need to include line item status. Why? Because this is the detail form line item. Okay, so I will select this. I will save this. Now what is next? Remarks. So remarks also I need to put. So I have created this remarks. So this is the form created, detail form. Okay, now there is an error that status list is empty. Definitely we forgot to add the statuses, which was the first step, which we forgot. Okay, so no worries, you have to just select this. You have to go to the open and go to the general. How to add the status? I'm again repeating. Go to the top BP, go to the open, general, and status. Here you will see two set of status. There is a two set of status. Why two set of status? One for the upper form and one for the lower form. So let me configure that. So this is a very easy record status. I will add. Now what are the three status? I will go to check, send for approval, approved, and cancel. Okay, let me include these three. Submit for approval, somewhere send for and approval. Yes, sorry, approved and cancelled. Cancelled. Okay. Now, as I already told you that these two status you must have to make it terminal. Why? Because this is the status through which the moment user is selecting this, record will be ended. Okay, so that's why I made it terminal. So this should not be a terminal. Why? Because it's an intermediate step. Selecting this by the user will not end up the record. It is going further level to approval. That's why. Now here line item status also you need to put. So I will put open, nahi, approved, and this is randomly I'm putting, and this is something rejected. Okay, either my manager can approve my stationery item or it will be rejected. Okay, so I will click open. Now let's try to see the error. I think lot of error we solved it. Now you can see three error is there. Let me make a note as a fresh screenshot. Log not defined. Okay, line item list standard is so there is and workflow is also not defined. So major is thing is that. So let me do one thing. Let me try to fix the log first. So there is a two log basically now, because there is a two form, upper form and detail form. Definitely there will be a two log. Okay, so the first one is the uh, item log and normal log. So this is a normal log. Let me create item log now first. So what you have to do, by default the standard it will be already there. Just click and open that, and it is asking. So tab name I'll put as a stationery items. Okay, I will click add. So I need a short description. I need uh, quantity requested. I need line step data, whether it is approved or not. This I will not add remarks because yeah, I can add that. Let me add this. This is better. Okay. Now I will click OK. So item log is being defined now. I'm going to the upper form log. This is something which we already did. Upper form you need to create. Item log, it will automatically being created. You have to just add the values. So standard I will go and I will put is stationery item workflow. Okay. I will add in the layout what are the items. Let me employee ID. I need to add employee name. I will add. This is the log I wanted to see. Department. It is something which is very important. Gender. I will click OK and I will click OK. So my log is also defined. Okay. Definitely, I have one and only error, that is a workflow. Definitely. Okay, so you can see only one error is there, workflow. Now here in workflow also I'm going to save my time. How to do that? You can copy definitely. Since smartly I know that this flow is same what of laptop approval form, because my manager is the one who is approving all my stationery or laptop. So what I will do, I will simply click new and click copy from. So you might be seeing very interesting. It is saving you a lot of time. Now I will select my own laptop request form and I will click copy. So it is asking the name. So I will put something stationery items, stationery request workflow. Okay. Now I have created. But how I created? I made a simply import from there. Okay. So you can see if you select the open, everything is be defined. Simply you check the error. You can see a lot of errors are there. So my personal style to fix this workflow error is simply I will start from the left and I will start defining everything to the right. Let me do that. Creation, double click that. You can see why the error is giving, because it is not selected this form. Why? Because this is something which you need to do. It will not do a copy automatically. Okay, because it is looking for the your own laptop request form, because but here we created a stationery separately. I will click OK. Double click on the approval. Okay, this is okay. Double click on the approval. You can see the view and everything is blank. That is why it is giving error. So view form, you can see this. There is no view form is being displayed here. Okay, so why it is giving like this? Because we have make only action form. So in unifier we have to mug up. You have to remember that in workflow in the intermediate step it definitely asks you a view form also. So it is not having any view form in the BP. I need to create it. Let me fix. I will save it and I will create a view form. I will go back to the upper form. How to create a view form? No need to recreate everything, copy and paste and something. Just simply click that and click open. A copy, sorry, my mistake. Just select this existing and copy. It will create everything. So I will create stationery form view and simply select this. Don't forget to select this view form because this is very important. I will click OK. So you can see two view form is there. Now if you come back to the workflow and open that and double click this floor, you will see this view is being listed here. So why it was not this listing before? Because the view form was not created here. So the view form is something in, it is very mandatory in unifier. Otherwise it will not allow you to go further. I will click this. There are a lot of things you need to remember here. Okay, now I'll click approved. Now my status is approved. Perfect. Cancelled. I need to select this cancelled. Okay, and I will select this. Any view form, any form you need to select. So I will select this form. Now I will save this and will check the error. This error is resolved. So rest of all the process is same. Okay, rest of every process is same. I use some shortcut. That is why it is looking like I'm taking a other way, but it is saving a lot of time. But two things it is being adding. One is the item and the detail form, item logs and detail form. This is the two field which is being adding up here. Okay, so let me check the error. I think it is resolved all the error. You can see it resolved all the error. So what I need to do now, I need to make it complete, deploy. Okay, so it is asking that reference BP stationery does not exist for ARBP picker. Why it is telling does not exist? Stationery requisition form does not exist for data limit. Okay. So it was just a warning. Okay. Now what I need to do, I need to make it configuration BP. Okay, let me make it 200 because a lot of BPs are now created here. I will go and I will select stationery requisition form. So it is inactive. I will open that. Okay. So I will select and I will click open. I will make it active. I will go to the workflow. Here also you need to make it active. In case of workflow based BP, you need to make it two places to make it active. The upper form and the workflow. I will click OK. Now this is being created. The second step, what you need to do, you need to activate this to your screen. How to do that? You have to go to the user mode navigator, go to the project cell and click open. You can see that this stationery requisition is lying here in available, but it is not there in the left side. So you have to select the log tab and select this form very precisely. You have to select this form and select this log tab and make it jump from left to right. You'll see this is being jumped from left to here, the stationery requisition form in the right. Click OK and make it deploy. Select that and make it deploy. So it is deployed. Okay. Now what I need to do, I need to provide access to one of the cell. So let me select any cell. Let's me use my own AR finance. Okay. So let me try to configure that. So how to do that? I have opened my cell which is already configured. I will switch on to the admin mode because any configuration, any setup I need to do, I have to do through this. Okay. I will go to the setup. I will go to the business process. Now I will create new. Okay. Now I will select stationery details is there or not. So yes, it is highlighted here, stationery requisition form. I will select this. Okay. Okay. Now I can see this active stationery requisition form is being added here. Just click open here, go to the workflow setup, and so left side you have to select this workflow setup, and here you need to create new. Now the moment you will create new, you have to select this stationery request form. Click OK, then it will open a new window here. Okay, I will make it active. I will make it stationery request form. I will go to the setting. This is very important. This is somewhere which I need to provide access. Who is the requester? I will go to the creation. I will go to the user picker. I can see there are 3 users already added. So let me use Pinda ID as C want a stationery to be requested. Now approval, who will do the approval? I am making it predefined to Michael. Yes, Michael, Charles. I will click OK. And end, you don't need not to define anything. Click OK. So I have configured for the Pinda and finance department and Michael. Now I will inform Michael that you can basically do this. Okay. And she can request the stationery form. Okay. Now you can see that every time a new employee comes, I need to give the I need to give what you call access. So answer is no. You can save time by creating a group. Okay. So if you see that here, I'm just going back to the selection. If you see this, the creation, I am going to select user picker. I can also select the group also. Now, how to, there is no group created. I can create a group of employees. Okay. So how to do that? I will simply go to the company. It is very easy, very simple. I will simply go to the user station groups. So I can create a group where all the new employee will be added. So this time I will not give access to the Pinda. I will give access to the group where Pinda will be a user, Arman will be user and all. Okay. So this is very simple. No, what I'm going to do that I have given, I think, access. And let me check it again. Pinda. This. Okay. Now I will go and I will also give access to the log, okay? Because log is also required. So you can see stationary requisition form log is there. I wanted to give access to company administrator, myself, then my the manager of that wholesale finance and the Pinda also. Okay, so I will click, will give the access. I will click OK. I will click OK. Now I will log in through the Pinda ID. Okay, luckily it is opened here AR Finance already. You need, now what she will do, she will go to the task because she needs some stationery. She will go to the create. She will select this stationery request form. Okay, she will create it. Now see, the look and feel is exactly same. Only the thing is that you have a additional item called stationery item. So only for this type we learned this entire cycle, line item type BP. Okay. So what I will do, I will simply select, I think there is no employee for Pinda is created here, or I don't have the, let me create employee. Is there any record created? Oh, it is there. Why I'm not able to see that? It is strange. I need to create this stationery form, employee form. So I think it is not searching on the form. That means some error is there. Let me fix that error. So how to do that? I need to go to the company workspace. Okay. So whenever there is an error, she will report that I'm not able to see my own record. So as an administrator, what I will do, I will go to the business process. I will search my stationery form. I will click open. Now here, when I was doing a deployment, I could see one error which I need to solve it. Okay. So I need to, let me make it first draft. Any changes I need to make, I need to make it first draft. I need to go to this reference process. I need to, first I need to give me second employee ID. Okay, let me delete this first, and let me create a press. Okay, so this time I will create a, from where I need it, employee creation form. I will create this. So I'll make it stationery request form. So I'm correcting my mistake which I have did. ARBP picker. Source element is employee ID. Okay, I will click OK. Now let me go to the upper form because I need to check upper form if everything is okay or not. I need to pick everything is being correctly saved. Let me check the error. There is no error. Now let me deploy it. Now, once I have deployed, let me ask Pinda to retry again. We'll create this BP stationary form. I can see now. Okay, because the reference was incorrectly configured, that it was triggering to some other BP. Okay, so by mistake I triggered my stationary form only to this record, but it should be triggered to employee details. Okay, now I'll select this Pinda. I will select this. Now the basic details is being automatically configured. Now what I need to do, I need to create this stationary item. Now what are the items I need to add? Okay, I have to, who is that add button? Sorry, my mistake. You can see that in this line item status, I'm not able to add that item. So myself as a Pinda, I will request company administrator again that I'm not able to add any items in my stationary item. Can you please fix that? So what he will do, he will immediately go to company co-admin. Okay, he will check whether the BP is being allowed for editing or not. Okay, so how to check? So there is an option which I think I missed it to explain. The more mistake we'll do, the more basically we will get more detailed way of more understanding. So I will go to the general. I will go to, let me search that, I forgot that. Okay, give me a second. I will make a draft. General. No, I think detail form I should have. I'll click properties. And okay, so you can see that one step I missed it to add or explain you that in this BP, you have to go to this step to the select this upper form, select properties, and go to the option. Here, you need to select add allow line items. That means I have not given access to anyone to add that line items. Okay, so I will also allow to attach that attachment. Okay, so this is something which was been missing from my side. Okay, and this is a good thing is that you can have multiple tab and you can hide some tab also. Okay, so now I have enabled allow copy add group line items. Okay, here even I can attach the this one. Okay, so now I will click OK. Now what I need to do, I need to go to the complete and deploy. Okay, because of this error we are learning a lot of things. Now I will again ask Pinda that try now this time. So we will go to this. I will say will create a registration request form. Okay, let me select her own employee details, stationery. Now I can see the add button is enabled. Okay, so that step is missed by me. Okay, so you can go back and give allow access that user can enter that. Now I will click add button. So I will put I need pen. Okay, I will put blue pen, ball pen. Okay, I will request two items only, and I will save this. Okay, now I want to add more. I need one diary. Okay, or quantity one items. I will click okay. I will add. So this is the type of BP where you can add multiple line items. Okay, so I will make it a calendar. Only one I need. Okay, so you can see this. I have added three items. Okay, with my personal details that these items I need that. Now what I need to do, I need to send it for approval. So automatically it is telling that I have fixed Pinda's ID to Michael Charles. Okay, and I will submit for the approval. Now it is being submitted. Now what I will do, I will go back with Charles Michael ID, and I will say, because I have received a mail that Pinda has requested for some basic stationery. I will go to my task and I will see that one record is, oh sorry, by my mistake, I'm checking on the company workspace. I will go to the finance tab. I'll go to the task, because this shell I have configured that. So I can see that in my finance department, Pinda has requested something for her. Okay, so just double click on that. He will see all the details. Okay, that Pinda has submitted for record and all. I will go to the stationery item. Okay, and I will simply, because since I have not given being access how many items I need to sorry, so first what he need to do, he need to accept it. Okay, now here I need to go and I can check that what are the items he has requested. So let me approve this, send, approved, and submit. So I have approved that. Now Pinda can take a printout of that, go to the stationery shop, and she can show the document, and she can take the items. Now you can see one record is being created for Pinda. Okay, so this is I just to consolidate what I explained till now, that whenever there is a requirement of a BP where multiple record details is being required dynamically, and user can select create 3 items or 10,000 items, then there you will use line item BP. So depending upon the requirement, now you can get it like depending upon customer's requirement, depending upon the customer's requirement, you have to decide which BP you need to prepare. Okay, if someone is requesting like I need only one BP for approvals, only for laptop, no need to go for creating laptop, means sorry, line item BP. You will simply go and create a simple BP. But if in case the person needed a checklist, okay, so there I'll give you a live example of basically the live example of a case where it was required. There was a metro project in which I was working. Okay, so it is something I'm stopping now my recordings, because this is the topic which I was trying to capture that. So I'm stopping this recording. Okay, so I will share the